Hello. Sɛdeɛ mo nyinaa monim no, me a me ne mo kasa yi, afuo ho adwuma ɛno nti ɛna ɛyɛ dɛn ɛma a ɛsewɛsi particularly yɛ dɛn ɛbaeɛ. Wo a wonnim saa deɛ nti a SOS fare ne kɔfare baeɛ no, wokɔhwehwɛ videos no bi na wobɛte aseɛ. Some years ago, ntoma kasa yi sɛdeɛ yɛkɔ 3 years ya no 3 years na yɛduru mu no, mehyɛ aseɛ sɛ ka meyɛ farm. Na mehyɛ ase sɛ meyɛ farm no, na menni saa techniques ne information a ɛnnɛ yi yɛbɛka ho asɛm no. Meyɛ nneɛma no just vice versa. Medi nkan me preparation land no mehyɛ yi. Deɛ yɛkɔdua wɔ so koraa no, yɛanhyɛ da anyɛ preparation yɛnhu sɛ ɛyɛ suitable for the land anaasɛ just sɛ na ɛdɛ ɛyɛ land a ɛyɛ nsuo kakra nti no, na me sɛ yɛ suitable for banana. Nti deɛ mepɛ sɛ mema yɛtwe adwene ba so no ɛnɛ before sɛ yɛbɛhyɛ program no ase ne sɛ ɛno a ne ahyɛ aseɛ but ansa na mema yɛn mpanimfoɔ akasa no, biribi biara a wopɛ sɛ woyɛ ɛyɛ farming, biribi a wopɛ sɛ woyɛ biara no, ɛhia sɛ wobɛnya ho nimdeɛ. Yɛwɔ nimdeɛ ɛna ɛyɛ dɛ yɛwɔ nimdeɛ. Yɛn nimdeɛ na ɛwɔ hɔ dada no, yɛtete nimdeɛ no, yɛka ne nimdeɛ no, deɛ yɛnyini bɛtooyɛ no, ɛno no ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ o, na mmom ɛwɔ sɛ yɛyɛ dɛ yɛ modernize no. Yɛde ɛnɛ saa nimdeɛ no yɛde bɛto ɛnɛ situation yɛwɔ mu no, na yɛyɛ dɛ yɛyɛ adapt no ɛnɛ situation no. Kane no na nka ɛdi bosomi saa berɛ mu kɔ no a nsuo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛdɛ ɛtotɔ baako bi na ahyɛ ase na sɛ yɛdɛ ɛhyɛ sɛ ɛfɔ. Kane no na asase ne da wo kakrakaa nti wohyɛ ase sɛ wodɔ afuo no a wodɔ kwaeɛ nti asase no kwaeɛ no ɛyɛ ɛnyini nti first kane no wodɔ kora na wobɔ sɛ wodɔ kora na wokoto nwa na akoto mmire na akoto wei na akoto nneɛma ɛnɛ no asase na ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛdɔ no ɛyɛ asase a yɛdidi so nti sɛni no woka sɛ wokɔyɛ afuo no na bɛyi so the same nimdeɛ na ne yɛwɔ na yɛnyini bɛtoyɛ no a ɛbɛtɔ kyema kakra unless sɛ si baabi a wowɔ no land no ɛyɛ fertile. Ɛno nti na mepɛ sɛ mema wotwe adwene ba sɛ nimdeɛ ɛwɔ dwumadie ho no hia. Ɛna wokɔyɛ afuo nso a nsuro sɛ wobɛbɔ ka. Wokɔyɛ afuo a nsuro sɛ wobɛbɔ ka. Me a me ne wo ɛkasa yi, mabɔ ka. Ɛno nti na mete ha no. Afuo a medi nkan yɛ nyinaa no, nyame adom a one day mɛka sa ho afa ho. Ne nyinaa no masa hyɛ ase foforɔ. Na busam sɛ deɛ medua nyinaa wɔ so ne fa he. Nti mesrɛ wada. Nsuro sɛ wobɛbɔ ka, but nsuro sɛ wobɛyɛ afuo. Ɛfiri sɛ afuo wɔ yi, ɛno na ɛma yɛdidi da biara. Afuo wɔ yi, ɛma nkwa. Afuo yɛ ɛyɛ dɛ ɛma nkwa. Nti ne dɛ memwakɔ aba na meda wase sɛ wakreke wɔ yɛ video yi so na wo ne yɛbɛyɛ dɛ farming together. Nti ne title no, preparing techniques for the next farming season no, tips, do's and don'ts, crops planning, seed selecting, and all the things in here for as a farmer no. And then Mr. Ferris wɔ ha, Mr. Pamford wɔ ha, wɔn ne ɛne nyinaa yɛbɛkasa fa ho. Nti wo deɛ na wosua last year no, information sɛ wonya experience wonya based on video a wohwɛ nyinaa no, yɛ video so ɛfa farming ho no, yɛyɛ bebrebe nkruma, so all these things no, deɛ woyɛ nyinaa no dapt ne do bibi a wohia bia no, fa bra bɛhyia ne nyinaa yɛ dɛ yɛnkasa mfa ho. Nti yɛma mo nyinaa akɔ aba. Sɛ then the first time a ɛsɛ sɛ dɛ subscribe on my channel no, ɛno bɛboa ama dwumadie yɛ di nso ayɛ dɛ akɔ so. Ɛda wase. Mr. Pamford mpakyɛ akɔ aba. Okay. Yɛbɛma Mr. Ferris akɔ aba, Mr. Pamford nyanya ready. Mr. Ferris mpakyɛ akɔ aba. Mike no pacho.
Oh, sorry. Yo, yeah, Joe. So, I feel said Obia so here.
Nyamiadom, yenyina ye ho ye.
Yamiase.
Ye ma official pa na ma tiefo nyina so official pa mi refi e before December, before Christmas and after Christmas and then the first time I just Satan say your life into no ye mo bi bia so official pa.
Who here pa who here. Yamia ya dum afia kwa bedre na o say yeda yamiase.
Sa anopre.
Yeah. Tina ye mo bia sta pa.
Sa. Mr. Pamphon pacho wo.
Bacho me how.
Official pa so.
Na fen ko metu yemfie so.
Pacho boko de.
Nyankopon dum boko. Se mo nso mo ho ye.
Nyamiadom ene mo mpa ebo ye nyina ye de ye ho ye.
De Nyankopon ase. Ene me papa wa Yesu itu.
Can be back account because the first time I say I can't time kwa minim say time no in mono no time mono.
Hwɛ camera nso se na hwan ni. Na de hofo be ni enya ni. Sir Felix Abishapa.
Abishapa, Mr. Pamford.
Na fen ko metu yemfie so.
Yo, eti mpanimfo media title no preparing techniques for the next farming season. Yes, see where we are because you drew 17th, for 18th January. Tips, do's and don'ts, cross planning, bibi biara mu hia biara no. Mo biara mo de be mai biara no. Ye di hia. Nti say na mo see ni ko. My first question am wo mamo. What are your top tips for preparing for the upcoming farming season? What are your top tips for preparing for the upcoming farming season? Me to mo mi nyina nti mo be call one by one.
Sir Felix Monko.
Oh, Mr. Pamford, this time when I go first.
Okay. Medasi. Imi nua medasi. Yeshi ayache. Na Nyankopon adom ye ho. Tips ye de be ma kurafo for this farming season ye drum yi. Te se enwoma etwa se uhu anase etwa se ba utrim ana etwa se ba wadwen mu ansana afiafu ya ye koye no o de ho akọ akoshim. Edi kan no o kenkan Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse number 2 o kan asem bi o se de ohwe mununkum no onwu na de ohwe awia no nso ontwa enti ye hwe a de ohwe oso de ohwe mununkum no ntwa na de ohwe owia no mframa no nso so enwu ase nyina ne se that verse no na kasa talk more of investment na odi kuadwuma aye mfato ho ewo I think verse 2 na me ka ho asem either verse 2 or verse 3 mu baako ene say do time aye preparation edi akwakodua ade asa time tumi say wi abopa nsuo nto afumu aye sako nti ukọ afumu kora afumu nya nika na okuani bi ade ma na ni gi wa afumu pa aye se bi obekọ afumu na ono ba ya yefe o ye adwuma kora won tebre na emom this time round no eye mra ye kwa akọboabo ye ho hwe nya de eni afumu a o kofa aba anasa o kofa aba abeton na no saa na obehu se akuafo na omunye akuafo mu siesie omu ho yie no saa bere na eduru ohwe awia na obetena fie o se awia bo eda awo bi di kan ba no pa so ene dia wo we de mintimi nye de nkonko ye adwuma afei bo nse enwura na ye do no kora nso so asen aye din because of the weather na a change nti wura no nso asan aye din ɔbɛtenatena hɔ saa nsuo na yi ne ti sɛ ɛba abɛtɔ wɔn sɛ nsuo bɛtɔ na afei na no wɔpere no na saa Bible verse wei twe adwene si so sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔboaboa wo ho yie paa na onya nnɔbaeɛ twa deɛ ɔka in a nutshell boaboa wo ho ɛberɛ a wohu sɛ nsuo ntɔ boaboa wo ho ɛberɛ a wohu sɛ awia ɛbɔ no saa berɛ na ɛsɛ sɛ woboaboa wo ho yɛ deɛ ɛsie nti nsuo no hyɛ aseɛ a na wo ne no yɛ dɛ wo ne no ɛɛkɔ nti saa bere yi a ɛwɔ mu yi ɛyɛ berɛ a sɛ yɛmfa no sɛ bɛyɛ 24 acres aka kakraa bi baabi a mimi ntimi nkɔɔ hɔ no yɛde hɔ no nyinaa bɔ paa yɛ a ɔmɔdɔ a it is almost done nti time bi a nsuo no bɛyi ne ti biara no yɛwɔ ho kwan sɛ yɛtumi kɔdua adekora nti yɛyɛ dɛ yɛdɔ afuo no afei nso wohwɛ a saa bere yi no ɛsiane sɛ adwuma kɔ fam nti apaafoɔ no bebree koraa tete fie mu nyɛ adwuma no bi nkɔ ɛneɛ ni tua sɛ saa mmerɛ Ghana apaafoɔ ho ayɛ den nti sɛ woyɛ okuani ma papa a wayɛ w'adwene sɛ wobɛyɛ adwuma sɛ yɛ kwayɛ na wodɔ wo sɛ yɛ nwura nketenkete bi na ɛsɛ wotwitwa gu so ansa na wastate wafu a bɔ mmɔden sɛ saa mmerɛ na ɛyɛ sɛ wotake advantage of nipa na yɛ wɔn nya baabi ankɔ no na wo ne wɔn kɔyɛ adwuma no nti ɛnuru time sɛ nipa nkyere nka so sɛ yɛpɛ apaafoɔ no na wɔwɔ adwuma no wawie dada nti sɛ wɔwɔ pɛ apaafoɔ bi mu na wɔpɛ no for phase 2 ɛnyɛ phase 1 afei nso so yɛnyɛ dua biribi a yɛgu te sɛ nyaadoa mako ne adeɛ time bɛn na yɛsɛ wogu ɛna dodoɔ sɛ ne duru na yɛ matured sɛ wɔbɛ transplante wotena hɔ atwe ama nsuo atɔ ansa wakɔgu anaasɛ nsuo a wobɛtwe de awɔta wo nursery no nti kyɛ sɛ wotwɛn ama nsuo tɔ ansa daabi saa bere yi ara na yɛyɛ den yɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa na okuani bi a ɔyɛ okuani papa bi a odua te sɛ atosodeɛ te sɛ mako nyaadoa ne nneɛma no a yɛtu tim ɔno di kan de nsuo kakra sosɔ ase ansa na nsuo no ayɛ dɛ aba abɛgye no nti bɛyɛ bosome anaa bosome ni na ɔtwe mmienu bosome mmienu ɔdi n'anim a amanfoɔ deɛ nhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛɛba no na saa time no ɛbuo bi wɔ hɔ a wadi kan anya bi koraa kɔ dadadadada na mu wie a mo deɛ nketenkete no nso ɔne mo asen ayɛ dɛ asen aba abɛkyɛ adi nti saa bere yɛ bere a ɛyɛ sɛ kuani bi ade hyɛ ntirim sɛ preparation period sɛ nsuo no bɛtɔ February o sɛ bɛtɔ March o ɛno mfa wo ho na mmom wo deɛ nsɛ boaboa wo ho to hɔ so that nsuo no hyɛ aseɛ a wo ne nsuo no ayɛ dɛ ahyɛ aseɛ na moakɔ anaasɛ wobɛhyɛ aseɛ na wayɛ dɛ watwe nsuo no so da nsuo baako bi a bɛtɔ biara no wobɛtumi anya advantage ɛyɛ dɛ ɛwɔ so afei ɛtɔ so biem aba no a yɛkɔdua nso yɛnyɛ very careful paa wɔ aba a yɛtɔ ho especially wonni bi na wokɔ akɔtɔ a yɛ very careful sɛ aba no wobɛtɔ afiri known source
Senior.
yes sir yes sir
yɛbɛba hɔ ɛka yɛ questions no
nti ɛne mede ma no
ya tami chuku maye ene eti mpanimfo a mutie etiefo a mutie nnuano na dɔfo no momfrɛfrɛ adɔfo no mmra ɔmo kɔyɛ kora no mbusuro no de enti bibi ntie ba no ba saa no momfrɛ mu nyina mmra yɛyɛ yɛ ho aduro ene yɛka all the bibia bi because me pese obi betin ho atran se so onye fo ni bio so problem na face ya me ameto ma face kora bi kora bro ode no so nti bra ne yenye dai yenkasa openi Mr. First Mpacho, your first question, Mr. Pamford de ne diaba. What are the are the top tips, for preparing for the upcoming farming season, so baby can wa we dey any questions so Mr. Mo na questions edos mamo na yewe etime bi platform number obi anso abekasa me dan wase.
So me da say na me do obi aso ase na Mr. Pamford so ashasi ye pa we lay out some principles be na say factors be but me put in place and be o shewe dwuma so a enkoye much of a problem. Now I think say preparation dey hu hia pa so so we be farming as also making sure say you are prepared. Now say all prepare some of the things I also take in consideration is farming now so maybe I make say farming now is it for a hobby? Is it for subsistence? And I say it's a business you are doing. So you should be able to categorize what your plans are. Say your farm business now, oh yeah, they are then you have to plan ahead. So now planning ahead, no, say your crops now be there. Where are you going to get the seeds from? Not just any seeds, but certified seeds. Seeds are any much of friend disease, and I say seeds are a year of high quality. Where are you going to get it from? Mr. Pamford talked about labor. Labor is very critical because you can't do it yourself. You need people to help you. So into labor, so yeah, one issue I was say who address it. Not say a year or friend yeah, year-round production. You are also going to consider say, okay, say rainy season, no, say the dua nyoma say nyoma ni ba bebre. Nasi menyato for how am I going to make sure say the producer of Antono, it will be preserved. And I say it will be processed in some form and waste, which is one of the problems farmers will. Into post-harvest ideas, you have to consider all that. Now, more importantly, in every business, and as in farming business, no, you have to think about your market outlet before you even start any type of production. Production now, say animal production, say a crop production. Who are your what do you call it? Your end goals. Market, you know, is it ready? Is it available? So, and son what shall I say? And yes, idea you will produce, and at the end of the day, no, who say you don't have market for your product. And then you also want to consider the type of crops you are going to grow. The fact that you are used to growing pepper doesn't mean that every season beyond pepper now will grow. You have to diversify your farm. Yes, you are very good at pepper. That is good, but you have to also understand, say, farming. No, you have other customers. They are looking for something different from the pepper now you are used to. Into how can you also capture that market? I also consider that as well. Into then you prepare. You don't wait when the season is up. That is when we are going to think about what to do. Yes, and I'm also let's say your market also lags behind. Who say the irrigation becomes a problem. Who say people you need to help you farm, no, it becomes a problem. So these are some of the things I was say farmer take into consideration when they are preparing for the season ahead. In the basic now, as long as time goes on, the questions nearby, you be young crack. Now, Mama Kwan Manko so at your more suggestions about. Give me that.
Yo, okay. Mr. Ferguson, Pacho, yes, you that say. And you know, send any first time I would share SOS here. Yeah, that was a set what cracky was every day. So, Yama Wakwaba. Yes, there were need you. So, we share a form one. Subscribe a you ho mia so my subscribe my and the year and train cra men ka se we are no hit like hit like in my na Mr. say share so comment no o comment ya me an kasa mu no me ni ji ho dodo if you say eno ma me hu how a wo so feel video no how a wo timi hu niema no and sometimes comment ni be kura timi say bie another possibility of video before from my intimacy like comment na share ma above all subscribe my Mr. Wada ye de beko ye second topic ade ye kan Mr. Mamu ma en fe ni agro de nti American stand say me share me de na se no menya all this information men share Mr. Ferris men share Mr. Pamford enti de ne see ye me de minim say me said the meaning beto say see a farm na me ye me de koye me de eno nti ene ubusa me say de me de hya ase no eno ana me to aso a meka cho se da bi if say me ma yamfo nso bebre intimi sremada. Don't be afraid to start, and don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to pay the price when you fail. But be happy when you pay the price. If it's a hona ukosua ade foforo, unya knowledge no. The hona unya stand bia ubegina so de ide obeso wo ye. If you say after say me fail ye no e planting no how am I prepare me de no. The can jina no me ye no totally different way. Yen share for me share. At a plan in your money nyina ma nye bi. Nti ye beko your second question. How do you decide which crops to plant each season? Same way. Mr. Bamford, how do you decide which crops to plant each season? Because in Primpinia na you say banchi na you say ekoso na ye eko eburo na ekoso. But I think say you need to focus even on this thing until meet you.
Okay. That's me. Ansana ubedua bibi sɛ afe aso no, me experience na me ne adɔfoɔ kyɛ. Ebi ne sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ survey ɛwɔ market deɛ ɛkɔ so. Woyɛ survey ɛwɔ mfuom deɛ ɛkɔ so. You can depend on the current happenings na wode ayɛ dɛ wode akɔ akɔdua onneɛma. One thing a Ghana ha ɛha yɛ paa ne sɛ yɛnhyɛ dɛ nni party biara akuafoɔ fa so ɛyɛ ɔmo kua. Despite all that, yɛwɔ kuani bi wɔ ayɛ ndɛn a ɔno cabbage na odua ɔnsesa. Saa kuani no wokɔ soro ba fam obɛnya sika wɔ cabbage mu. Sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ cabbage prices ne nyɛ koraa da koro ɛbɛyɛ ne dea. Yɛwɔ kuani bi wɔ hɔ a mako nko ara na odua ɔyɛ ndɛn a mako na odua. Saa kuani no woyɛ dɛn a obɛnya sika wɔ mako mu. Ɛsiane sɛ ɛkɔkɔba sɛ ɛyɛ foyɛfoyɛfo a da koro ɔbɛyɛ mako a mako ɛbɛyɛ no fo. Ɛbɛpagya no. Nti mebɛhyɛ kɔ adwuma ase adeɛ a me papa me biological father ankasa ka kyerɛ me ne sɛ adwuma no mmienu na woyɛ a fo ani soso na yɛ dɛ na yɛ saa mmienu no. Ɔno ne nimdeɛ mu no saa na ɔno yɛ dɛ ɛkyerɛ me. ɛne mehwɛ hu yɛ hu sɛ yɛ nokorɛ. Adeɛ baako a ɛma nneɛma bɛbu paa yɛ te sɛ adeɛ a wobɛhu sɛ afe wei ne boa yɛ den paa because of sɛ ebia weather changes, climatic factors ɛne ne ɛkeka ho no. The following year no sɛ wopɛ sɛ wodua bi na wonya mu sika a bɛtumi aka kyerɛ wo sɛ twe wo deɛ no kɔ akyiri. Ma nsuo ne ntɔm a foforɔ nnua, nsuo ne tɔ in the midst of it and then you plant. Wobɛnya sika because obiara nim sɛ wei yɛtɔ yɛ o nti wobɛhu sɛ obi a yɛ dɛ ɛkɔ akɔdua bi. Ɛno yɛ baako. Ɛtɔ so mmienu no hwɛ market adeɛ a yɛde ne seed na dua. Sisi a yɛkasa yi nkuruma boa yɛ den ɛwɔ Ghana. Nkuruma nso ne seed na yɛde yɛde dua. Ne boa yɛ den no kuani bia na obɛgyan ne nkuruma sɛ ɛmra seed na ɔnte mfa nua. Nti woyɛ den a automatically next year, beginning of next year, woyɛ den a nkuruma boa bɛkɔ so ayɛ den. Nti wo survey no wayɛ wo survey ni nyinaa wie no then you will be able to project sɛ adeɛ wei medua wei time wei a ɛbɛma me sika, medua wei time wei a ɛbɛma me sika. Nti deɛ me papa kan nyinaa akyi no deɛ me bɛhu yɛ ne sɛ no deɛ ɔka ne deɛ no korɛ ba sɛ meyɛ me survey yi nso a ɛwɔ time biara ne adeɛ sɛ meyɛ dɛ medua. Na nti deɛ meyɛ ne sɛ mewɔ seed biara bi wɔ hɔ. Nkuruma na ɛnam ne bi ba sɛ Nyankopɔn adom me ne wo kasa yi matɔ bɛyɛ 40 caps esi hɔ. Na ɛba saa meyɛ survey ni nyinaa survey ni bɛkyerɛ me adeɛ pɔteɛ sɛ meyɛ dɛ medua ɛwɔ saa afe no. And then farms yɛwɔ baabi te sɛ ntos wohwɛ yɛ ha a baabi a wɔyɛ ntos dodoɔ paa santimam ha sabronum ne adeɛ ebia wɔ nipa wɔ hɔ frɛ no sese ntos ɛkɔ sɛe nipa dodoɔ sɛe na adua sese dodoɔ na adeɛ no stage ne te sɛe you may be able to project from that. No afraid dwom. Ntosi wɔ hɔ ana oh ntosi ni hɔ. Okay. Se ntosi wɔ hɔ a ɛdeɛn na ama ntosi ni bɛyɛ ɔmo a ɔmo dua dada no deɛ na ɛnsan yɛ. Anaasɛ ɔmo a ɔmo dua no kane no dadafoɔ de ne deɛ na aba abɛka foforɔfoɔ ne deɛ na aba abɛka ho. Ɛna ama ntosi abebu ana. Saa nneɛma nyinaa yɛ bisa no. Ɛma yɛtumi yɛ de ɛyɛ projections. Na sɛ meka kyerɛ wo sɛ ebi adeɛ wei time sɛ yɛbɛtɔ ne sei a ɛngye akyi ebedu hɔ nso besi sometimes koraa dwomfoɔ ma nankasa bi koraa anya awɔ. Mekae last 2 years na medua mako na meti ne bunu. Saa time na breyɛ na bebu. Ebunu nso ni hɔ nti bunu bo ɔden. Baakuafoɔ no bebree nso nim sɛ saa time no mako bunu ne bo ɔden. Meti bunu na koduru baabi afei duru baabi ɔmo de motorbike na meka kyerɛ mo sɛ menti bunu ne biem. Ɔmo sɛ adan nam so ndi 2-3 weeks na mako na price na koduru sei. Ɔmo sɛ o te nam sɛ daabi. Migyae mako ne tie na mpaniampa eduru hɔ na price na twam wɔ hɔ. And ɔmo bisa me sɛ yɛ den na metimi hu yɛ ba secret ne deɛ man disclose. Enti wo kuani no wo yɛ adwuma no kɔ no. Mfa nhyɛ wo tirim sɛ biribi a wo metwɛn fon a mefrɛ Mr. Pamford ɔbɛkyerɛ me nti no. Na mmom bɔ wadwen pɔ sɛ wo nso wode w'ani bɛto fam na wahwɛ nneɛma a esi wɔ market deɛ esi wɔ afum deɛ nti a esi. Yes sir.
Me patch me ntwa no secret no betime review ama ye bia na sɛ ɛno no this chiri
Secret ne nyinaa ne sɛ time a breyɛ na ba na breyɛ na bebu na me deɛ na ɛyɛ bunu a yɛ a ɛmreyɛ no. Sɛ meti bunu no firi so a plant no wɔ ahoɔden sɛ ɛbɛso. Ba sɛ migyae no ma ne bɛbrɛ a plant ne ntimi nso sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɛso. Intimati bunu na firi so a meme deɛ na afei na ɛba abɛso foforɔ no. Time a nsuo no totɔ na ɔmo no te ɔmo deɛ breyɛ na abebu a ya ɔmo kokoro mu nya obi ma ni misa ebia ne price no. Na me deɛ na ɛso. Ti ɔmo bɛte ɔmo deɛ na kɔ akoduru akyire sɛ ɔmo deɛ na afei ɛkɔ fam anaasɛ ɛɛpia mako na yɛ kakra no. Na me deɛ na mete yɛ na ɛsan so yɛ no abɛbrɛ si akyire. Baako pɛ menka bi mu.
Yate the aka ne yɛbɛba seminar ne aba betua yɛbɛba consultancy yate we kura de ma kura no I think say obi biara me pacha wa wutie ye nipa 16 yetie obi a mon drop comment ni ngo sa seminar kan no eboa wa manemoni adwuma man piafo man bibi no hu sa seminar kan no amawo nkranhye amawo na amonya knowledge bi mesra mon drop comment ni sese na mon like video no sese me da mase share so open a kafra mitwa no nti wutimi to aso
Ɛna biribi te sɛ nyaadoa nso sɛ ɛkɔkɔba sɛ ebia wadua aduru time bi wahu sɛ nyaadoa na ɛkɔ fam what we do ni sɛ yɛpluni etwa so te sɛ deɛ wotwa flower so no. Na afei the necessary ingredient a wo kuani no wode yɛ wadwuma no na wode ama no. After 3 days na wode ama no wode ma no wie a ɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ baabi a na yɛ branch bia bɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛfefɛ baabi a haban titɔ bia bɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛfefɛ. And when it happens that way saa brɛ no sɛ na wote 4 bags a ka hu sɛ wobɛte 12 to 16 bags.
Me pacha me ba mesrem ebusuafo question a wo ye de ma no no wo ho but wo mami eniema bi nti e basa na se besi ma adwuma wo se me busa wo se me twa na no de but mo mami kwan na enye na yensua bibi mfiri mo. By the way enkofo ani age wo de secret na de ma no ye maami abena wo se very powerful obi bini wo se da sister Anna wo se thumbs up Kim Babson on the wo se brush na say the Mr. Pamford no nim no Mr. Yeda mu nyina wase yeda yema mu nyina so akwa Mr. Pamford sa pruni na wo kan.
Yes sir.
Practice bi a kroma me wo no every year bia omoye na adenti na omoye sa de wo ma na ba me so mehwehwe ho mekokɔhwe ho video e wo outside a de apa na pruni na America no every year bia no omoye sa de no but ye krom ye ni sa de no adenti na when I walk can say nyado de no ebede ni etima ye pruni ye nti pruni kra de we pruni da no stani si ye na ewo nyado aso anase bia mekoso bidase.
Okay. Saa ho no mema Mr. Felix Abem but kakra meka ne sɛ yen ye ha no ye no one way ɛna da bia meka asɛm bi sɛ kuadwuma ho adeɛ biara wobɛyɛ na no wo aba asɛm na ne bi na meka adeɛ bi a wobɛyɛ no bisa ho nneɛma mmiɛnsa ɛdeɛn nti na meyɛ saa adeɛ wei ɛdeɛn na mepɛ a ntiama meyɛ saa adeɛ wei na nsunsuanso a ɛde bɛba ɛne sɛ wobisa ho saa nneɛma na wobɛhu kwan a wobɛfa so a ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ w'adwuma meda ase
Yo,
ti pruning ne side no megya ama Mr. Felix
Mate, yes, we da ase. What ye, Mr. Ferris? Yenye ni say, Mr. Wada, and yes, ABA said, Mr. Pamford kind, ye be yira, yechi. Enti, the ben say, Nyami Adoma, minu me no, ye be program, 10, 20, 15 minutes or 40 minutes be. Na ya kasa for home, the benefit of pruning, anyhow to do it. Enti, sa wone me ya adwena, me chere ato na yenko ne question so na yentimi enwie se de be ya maybe platform na to so because enuane na dofo wo challenges pa 2024 obi oyefo bia no di emi say ye komu percentage a 80 die omu share problems jodi nkan me ka ho enti no me pese ye wie intentem of questions no na me bie platform to enti no pacho me de ko second question no. How do you decide which crops to plant each season? Medase.
All right, yo, Medase. I'm sir, Mr. Pamford. I can't be bread. The main thing, market na no can no. So, we market analysis who the type of crops to grow. Very, very important. Now, moreover, no, your personal experience. So, why yeah? Maybe previous years, you did this better. Into yourself, Nankasano, you have gained some experience based on who farming now previous year. No. Into you consider the market, you also consider your personal experience and then your resources. So the all diversity alcohol, different type of production. Do you have the resources? Do you have the human capacity to be able to help you say ube to me edria sanyomano until ube consider and also. But one of the things that are very important that sometimes we don't pay much attention to. Mr. Pamford organized a seminar to teach people to farm and that kind of thing. And very, very important. And son will decide what to grow. No. Consultation is very critical. It's saying unim anything about what you are going to do. And you don't just guess say Ghana soil the would be shema. So no, it's one of the problems. Agriculture is a science. And consult those who have knowledge. Go to workshops, go to conferences, go to seminars. So should be a MTCC now. No conference. So a lot of farmers are here, a lot of agriculture educators are here. I'm also learning. So we don't stop learning. So a very critical as a farmer spend money on yourself. So to gain knowledge, to gain understanding of whatever you are doing. Say a business partner invest money in gaining knowledge. You have to consult professionals. Lucky enough for us, we have agricultural extension offices in every district. So whatever it is, consult some of them. Say Unibia, we have private agricultural organizations. Ghana, they are helping people to grow stuff. Consult them. Don't just assume say me and say me and say that can bring you down. Into these three factors, so will help you decide what crop to grow. That's it.
Wow. For afeni and then the first time we share so we say that say wakreki videos na why say obekan ho na what information makoma so ade nse enfonso na meye no mistakes na me koye no wonye bie eno nti na SOS ba nti na no na ye brother ba kumlu gusam na SOS kra no so ye de ni de ne SOS no nothing say dey ho akire se de save our soul sitie no ho akire wo ade bi a wonim na wo hwehwe obi obeye dey obeboa wo enti na ye nya kas enim die platform for entrepreneurs both agriculture and business bia it cover all the entrepreneurs enti your lifestyle ye bia no even your family kra no because entrepreneur won't mean entrepreneur they all ye na wonyi ne family nto nchen e ma ne nya yie enti nimdie no de is knowledge knowledge is power, knowledge is currency, knowledge is a skill, and if that's it one hwe there be no be mistake say there may be e no we could do akwadu knowing say assassin could do akwadu no ensure so ntine beboa because then ye nyina na enim no assassin mu omre amboa me na de eto asoso de ye beka enti ye da empanimfo ase ye betoa ye questions no so and then me say me de mo fa marathon mu Mr. Panford, Mr. Perez, the next question: what are the common challenges you face during the farming season, and how do you overcome them?
Hey, they say there, Masa. Osate wa ye kaza sanko wa hwe anka ye ba 50 kura ye ntwo. Okay. No kwase ni ade bi a wiase ye bia no ewo advantages and disadvantages. Ewo benefits and ewo effect nso a ebeba ade ne so. No kwase mo ni say before so obehu problems a wo behia no ejina the type of crop or select a wo kodua so. They said the last time you treat diseases affect pepper okro ni ade. That is why sometimes YouTube videos are no SOS no go back and watch. Yeah, yeah, ba ha be kasa no. Mitimi taking me time ko akire san kokohwe videos ni nyina. Sabio and tisa wo a wo ye dey utie. Na no kwasmo mu ne say ukodua mako a wonim say emako effects affect mako. Unim say emako there are so many viral diseases it may affect mako. Unim say mako yellow spot it may affect mako. Unim nneoma ya affecting na why consulting say the Mr. Felix e kan ye no. Na say wohu saa nneoma no say way is bound to happen then you will prepare yourself. Metwa nitia.
Kakra me de beka ho Mr. Fanford na Mr. Charles kakra me de beka say every business beyond we have what we call risk management. And what is risk? The probability is something will happen. The uncertainty, you don't know. So, and one thing we have to realize is you can never eliminate risk, but you can reduce it. Risk can never be eliminated, but you can reduce it. Last year in Suyanto, it was a risk. There is nothing you can do about it. But how do you reduce that risk? Finding alternatives, irrigation alternatives. Into the risks are there. Farmers have a lot of risks. As a matter of fact, business is we are seeing here. The highest risk is in farming. In Subetumi ato one day, na best sell no many. So in Subetumi and talk for the whole season. Bonhuna no many say. Into there's a risk in farming. Those who are in commercial farming, no, some of them have crop insurance and as a farm insurance. BBC I was talking to one agricultural business professor Biao Ghana. No, catch him said those things are there in Ghana. So who pay insurance for your farmer? And Ghana is there. except that people don't take advantage of it or research into it. So, into no, your analysis, your research, now the risks that you are going to face. If you are watching the weather pattern, watch your labor pattern, watch your friend, then your soil pattern. You say most of the disease, a soil-borne disease. So, but we don't have the time to do soil analysis. We don't have the time to test the soil to see, say, if the soil is healthy. Before and sana, wait to me, I then, Edria Onyoma. So, one of the things I will say, you consider is our soil. Maybe a conference. So, look at this, for example. Where soil will be a develop you. Our friend then, earthworm casting. So I want to know more about it. Into my sample, I make a analysis, make investigate it as to how this soil works. So into no try I find the best way to reduce the soil-borne diseases, the risks that are involved. Send you able to produce more. But say what's a shame for Ghana, that's an American and Ghana they or the BBI Shifima, there's no need for soil analysis, soil treatment, and those kind of things. You'll be surprised. Your yield I was say unyano, na unya, but you don't understand. Say I didn't know unya sa yield. It's it won't take you time to fix those risk factors, And this is they are coming at you, they are fighting you. But say all the key steps are that you will be able to reduce some of those risks. Until the farming, no person will enter into it. So make sure, say, you are aware of the risk factors that you are going to face. And then develop measures as to how to encounter overcome those factors. Say, weather challenges are, how do you face it? A disease problem, how do you face it? Say a financial problem, how do you face it? Say a labor problem, how do you face it? So you have to lay all these things and then find a solution to them. And yes, idea. When say, no, now you are facing a lot of challenges. You can grab the back one.
na anu ya no no akọfa ba yo no ani jereje eno bi de to no nyum no na kura mpa ya nkasa jereje se ye nsua ya mpa hu knowledge na ya nkasa jereje Mr. Ose no first time na we dey share so ya subscribe my your Facebook channel Facebook page follow like and follow na share ma foforo because ye nyina ye farmers in the Ghana and say ye nyina timi nya sa type of knowledge ibia I think say ye bekọ enim na importation of grains in ho ama no aba from amaye yo madam say yen call the next question ye the questions in be any innovative farming techniques or practices to advise we farmers?
Hey, abeze say what being power. Hey, like a cry by lazy me move. Okay. Practices dear. Said the debia ye can ye can. Very, very important. When be allow it for World Bank subsidize omo farming sector. Then omo the fertilizer bre omo. The fertilizer ni first 3 years no it wasn't easy. After 3 years no say so more food deficit. Okay? Your mind to say Burkina Faso. Yes, is your and I'm name Godfather Edi home komo. Me ma 5 years once a president na obo na homo den pa.
Yeah.
But dear president ni here. Oh here a very good agriculture minister indeed or agriculture ase. Na otimi boa no. Eni kwan so no di ni nim dia onim se wote akire ohwe se mede wei to ha wei be sɛ mede wei to ha be sɛ mede wei to ha be sɛ no ɛde yɛ ohia sɛ ɔbɛ consult other people ɔmo wɔ very good information about farming te sɛ deɛ sɛ Rwanda foɔ yɛne wɔn na di ka so bom ɛhɔ president no ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa Nyankopɔn yɛ adom a next 2 weeks koraa no university foɔ bi wɔ agriculture school bi wɔ hɔ a they will be coming to me na deɛ tie nie ɔhu sɛ wakra tractors ne adeɛ de abɔ ɔman no mu ɔmfa nyɛ kuradwuma ne adeɛ so kuani a no ntumi hae tractor ɛmfa nyɛ n'adwuma no seesei no aban no de bi aba nti nneɛma bɛyɛ dɛ ɛbɛkɔ ɛfam ama watumi afa tractor no hwɛ mema wo 5 years wobɛhu the repercussion or the outcome of those practices nti when it comes to practices innovation and techniques ɛyɛ very very important bisa wo ho sɛ adeɛ bi a woyɛ promote because farming no it's all about the soil so when treat soil no yie a deɛ wode bɛyɛ nnɛ no ɔkyena wobɛtua wo so ka wompo wobɛtua wo so ka and as a farmer so woanyɛ conscious about soil management ne nneɛma a yɛ a ɛboa ma soil no ɛsan regaining the lost nutrients rebuilding ne ho yɛ a ɛyɛ environmental friendly a along last no sɛ soil no gyae wɔ si hɔ a wo fabrem wɔ he biom nti yɛnhwɛ sɛ adeɛ bia yɛ a yɛyɛ bia yɛbi make sure sɛ yɛ adeɛ a improve soil no than sɛ ebi depleting that is the most important techniques a ɛhia mɛka ho asɛm for now meda mo ase
yo ɔmpɛne yɛnhyɛ da ase ma ne nkɔ Mr. Ferris mpakyɛw mepakyɛ me ba abusuafoɔ sɛ yɛda mo nyina mo ase sɛ wɔne no first time a wakreke wɔ SOS platform yi a yɛma wakɔ aba nyabotrɛ ne tie saa nsɛm yi saa ayɛmmoa wo koraa because wonni farm koraa na obi a woni no ɔyɛ farm no wode ma na n'ani bɛgye ho paa ɛfiri sɛ if you don't know na you risk much but when you know it, the risks are less. Me a me no okasa me di akopem so and ma bounce back and I'm the aba na me say me pay knowledge nti nyabotre ni nyira yinsua subscribe am my channel follow our Facebook page na say open so a your WhatsApp community e wo ho WhatsApp community ho bra be kan ho ye share ni ma de bebrebe na yenko enim me pa chawo Mr. First man enko
Yo, me that say, the Pamford, why are they? Who said the agricultural landscape, it has changed. So the way I na farming previously, it's not like that anymore. There are so many technologies, innovations are about. We have to utilize it. So now, Mr. Pamford, I can't offer soil. Soil, Debiano, me can say soil is divine. Bibia come from the soil, everything goes back to the soil. So, into how you take care of your soil is how the soil takes care of you. So, now one of the major issues, farmers, is soil fertility. You always want to make sure, sir, you improve the fertility of your soil. How do you do that? It's not always that you have to apply synthetic fertilizers at Bibia. There are several ways to me improving the fertility of the soil. Soil making. I was talking to the company that did this soil, very small soil. Look at them says soil not their man. We say it can fertilize about 5 hectares of land. This small thing. This small. Also, I just need 1 teaspoon. I mean, farm fra or friend then water. That is all that I need. So, if there are innovations. People are improving on farming practices. Right now, you don't really need land to farm. Oh, I'll say me as sassy. I'll say you don't really need land to farm. People are farming without land. People are farming without soil.
Yeah.
People are farming without space. Internet South Johanna said, you have that old mindset in say also in asase kese and san what to me I a farmer. You are not current.
Okay, me pacho minchwa no ansa na ebema yen penny akwaba no. Dia wo kan me pese wo di ema na ansa na ewi amama opani atwa dia wo ntino mesrew obibini na abusa sa kwahwe no na wo di ntino ya no ma me preko na enye. But obibini nyame ya aduma ye nya two firms ya omo consultants of agriculture omo yeni omo bedi nkomo na yahwe omo dwumadie na yede omo aba beto abeda edwa sede ya obi hia bibia ne adade na mo betimi apɛ omo number na mo de mo ahwe omo kyerɛ kwan nti yeda wase nti ocha otimi maneko.
Yeah, one conference I make there's one guy be I'll say one plot or be can asema for one plot, but main can't see that be can empa. Obeka kyerɛ and say our 1 acre and 1 acre no every growing season be no he tries to make $39,000 on it, just 1 acre. Okay, into no or shre a kwanya ubefa so a ubuya $39,000 in the growing season. It's not like say the whole year. That is not what into the whole year. No, so to me, it grew 3 times. Then you multiply 39,000 times 3. So until you realize that little space, no, he's making that much. But the question is, a coin bench so now offer now will make it that much from the land. So that is why I have a conference. The innovations are there, the skills are there, the techniques are there. So, but you have to open yourself up and spend money to get those information. People are doing verticulture. People are doing permaculture. People are doing permaculture. People are doing rooftop farming, vertical agriculture. So people are doing so many things. From the little things they are doing. Into no consultation, the now me can about the extension officers. They are there in the district offices. Every district have agricultural extension office. You go there, you talk to them. So you will get a little bit of information to help you. And then we have private consultants that you can also consult them in whatever project you want to embark on. So and these are some of the innovations that Ube to me embark on. But more importantly, there are 2 things. We are farmer. You want to improve your soil. You want to prevent diseases. Because these 2 things can break your back. Disease. How do you prevent disease? How do you improve your soil fertility? If you are able to control these 2 things, you are 50% way out. Irrigation is another thing. But if you are able to control diseases, if you are able to improve the fertility of your soil, you are 50% way out. So, but the techniques are there, the innovations are there. It's not everything that we can say here. That is why Mr. Pamford organize some seminars. So could crazy now the theaters are your money. So very important. We can say some of them here, but you need man you to me I day. I can't the best hana ubisa day.
Yo, okay. Me da wase ebusianfo senene mo first time mo de akreke so se mo wakwaba mesra se subscribe my ne like video no your videos bebrebe yakasa fa ho we yakasa ne yakasa de wahwe afa sa videos nyina na yebedi nkomo nti se yafa yebebia line atum ye mpanimfo aba betene dwom nti yebebia line atum na questions bia so far last year how anya mesi ko kire ema wo no ubetimi de ba idea bi wo ho ba bia wo ye mistake ne de no na me no ma correct me ho kakra bi gusu am correct me ho it is said the Titanic ko share iceberg no mo tra se ko mo be dey o mo betan ne shape no but anya dey amfa nti ye de nyame adom ye mpanimfo ho a o mo nim de no nti ye de be de ebefa na fa wie This year, you know, so year the year. And this year, you know, we are going to trip and with the influence here. Opening. Now everybody walk.
Yeah, to say.
Nyame adom bache bokora bache onso e.
Oh, nyame adom. I wish you a happy new year.
Afei convert you. Afei se sembre no. Na ye nyina ye wo fie.
Amen.
Na ye dey ye to ye nse edi awe you know ajedu I prepare you know wakonche no you know you can say great no wa prepare what the SPS video ni be prepare ye green kama and yet one ya ji your drinks you know your fruit to no drinks ni bi na ye di etwa enum
I am pa. Me who topic na metia o panel no ne abusuafo nyinaa metia office no me who wey topic na am so SOS dey o say me baso me boss the boss baby on your next Friday so I'll see you ba metie bia but the Mr. Felix ni Mr. Pam for the Kenya na ne kwa no so no me carefree you nipa no your mindset into a great kingdom as a great business sana me my friend we a farmer for also who say we a business and a farming be na we say livestock or say they farmers and you know the first no who say a business you have to build capacity. So and then Mr. Felix kind said I was building in good training, you know, corporate group. Nobody in what the officer way, you know. And you know, officer move from Senana, a small scale. Now, person maximize there. Right now, no, was say, when you what the officer way, you know. Then in the other now, fun as business, there are certain aspects I also would they can't farming, I remember business, not cost you amount. So, and the so study preparation out the farming in land and in even whether part of the Nicaragua it was also also steady. Right now, your apps it mean mount satellite no location the share weather conditions, this soil and land and no condition or no matter baby I will be capacity now building no say behind said the wire omuka with you. At the end, what for free moon at the end, what try to hold at the end, our research. Okay, on my different type of farming amount practices amount for you. Let me farm anyway. At the end, I what try to hold. So look at our phone, this modern phone. Now WhatsApp, join corporate groups, watch other people. Because only one funny thing about independent mentality. Say, there's all the say, oh, my dear goodness, what can it cost? I so all of a sudden, who say, at that no one because anybody you know you know it's into science say a name of person called subconscious mind anymore.
Yeah.
The moment how you focus back on and you know it is now what attracts about you say the type of farming our person away you know. The moment how do any back course or best start yourself you know who say and the crowd on your phone okay say be onion farming who say Google X and just mount. Amount for no, so you have to build capacity. That is when we say that because there are some practices behind say then you get the same. Say you could be the same in your yield now. And then we you know own more yield. That's where you learn. And the more you learn, it will get to a point that definitely you have to need a professional because they're a business. So so those are some of the things that I think and as a business and as a farmer, no, you have to see from beginning to the end. Good harvest, and then I'll be. You know, what harvest can be at the number, and then I'll be. Only baby harvest start, you know. So all these things are, and some now we start to say, you know, there was all tenancy. Now outline program, I'll pass a was share to ho. Say, Mekuno, a better mammy say, yeah, land right now people are using, enemies are first kind. Small space. How many things Mekuni, any idea, a yielding okra. So many different things. So, you know, that topic here, I think yeah, treaty land, no, Mr. Pamford, I hear about your seed selection, irrigation, water management, you say adopt sustainability practices, this animal, can go back to the videos, watch those videos, research. You can say researcher, Google, but if you any research, and yet, say, we also be true about say extension officers no money current but our phone up and say a current. You know why you if the extension officer no are born as it means also business no women go now. Find another extension officer who is competent. Go another place. No Ashanti regional. There are so many places out to me. It's not only one place. Only one Greek university in any other. Go there. Baka neko. Obian Pamo, you have to search for information. You have to be Abrabola Obono. Now, you has a mindset. Obi Moma, if you know a farmer, if you compare, say, you say, Obi say drought, Abba, Obi when you yield the power in the broom. So, Obi say, it just share by Obi to the guys, because actually, say, what to me, a fire belt around you. You have to learn to make the best out of the opens away. In the level into business maker and yet say market research who we are. Then you can weather part whether it to be back. We are prepared that we be to weather no and so now the BTS. And people I'm not for their yield. And you know maybe your mindset now I was say 2025 you know you tune your mindset ye you know the abba became a car or chance a car you know say what can do the castle now no yeah do a little hope now you need to from
Yeah, it's true.
and it's an expensive lesson but we are not going to stop there right now we have to find ways around here now also know where water long so between the head degree so it do near water so just switch it around and use it as a learning
Yeah,
thing.
my sister, sir.
It can be yeah that's it. You know, me I say a panel no to us na if anything be an issue better in the but for 2025 they are banning him to win himself in him compare him. You know,
Open here, sir. Yeah, open it. Yeah, with the name of the man Fatum, but my tenant, sir. My tenant, sir, may make us for home. I think 7 1 time. You know, my mom, my video, brave now. My casa for home, the air cosro. Me that's it. Me that's it. Panya Misha near your photos also. Baby, I unya odo ne for home money. I'm ready. MISOS. Misha pa. Mpanimfo mo amunim say isi ye mo no and then the first time in the tesenenso ne first time I would be share so say Mr. say subscribe my channel e wase ho we dey me nka say wo hwe video no wi a sabre ya me no ka say wo gina so wo say symbol no ho logo no ho wo mia so a e be subscribe no wa like na videos na ye papa ma Mr. Menu kan ana ye pani Mr. Menu kan ukwo a videos here can know how to prepare your land or in environmental friendly ways in all these crops ni na ho koko hwebi they won't you never comment no was here me and me tracy bibia even a old video kra na me tracy comment no and it's a new comment bia ba na me hu se mehu a na se bia na asema aba ne intine bia afa me so no nti misrew ni bere mu kokkohwehwe na yenyina yensua de no na yemfantu anamo se open so a ye wo WhatsApp group so ho your Facebook page or follow because the name bo am post no Facebook na yentimi post no WhatsApp se be ye yento se nkofo memories nti no ya mo modern se mo de mo be hye Facebook nso page nso na mo ahu ne me ekoso because ye patronize say ya ba full vim say the open kan no wa anya botra ye betua fa so me dem wase open ye jedu senior
Abo Bermadine.
Aquaba appreciate panso so.
Joso, a champion for of a man, Pajao. Me mua city, I'm a henemachi, Michiao, or Nimper. I feel come to your penny. Michia, Mr. Pamford, the name, Bra Felix, and Charles and Casamuna, Braquamet, ni a dominating, say, make us a me list now and no be name about your man so. Inti, eja. Me so de afi moment de me yenyina ye warm up ne ye deba then ye de bia meka no ye ba me target na mani da so enya form na mehwe nti wo nan da kwema ye betia so nti wonim se wo mpese ye betia wo na so a wonso she Wellington boot ne nyina ye nko de esi 2024 ye de ato ye chi ye wura 2025 sometimes you know the reason why we cannot go far is because we carry too much garbage. We carry too much dead weight. In here. I say say if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go with people. But sometimes if you want to go far and you are going with people and you are carrying other baggages which are useless, the people who are determined will leave you behind because nobody is ready to carry your baggage with you. And until now, kofu plane na young country or says our gym na DNA will fee nkuku nkaka nyina fa ko ukwa obeboka ye beji usika kese. Inti wo kwa na wo fu plane na ofa niama ehia 2025 aircraft journey na ye ko ye fu plane ye fine. Inti no offer excess luggage bia na obeboka obetua excess luggage eno de ye mfa nchew enye free enya fe na ye be call back ni abeke kan de ye kan no 2024 de anko yie na de ndie ye me repeat niam wa ha ye koye nim opese wusua de a wosunya mre na kokenkan kakra enye de ye me spoon feed obi abiom sa time no ye twam because niamani bebre no yaka dada enya fe ni esan betena sia be repeat 4-hour program ye no 2024 na ye be de akoye nim. We are moving forward, we are not stepping back. So if you need to catch up, you catch up. Obani ebobo topics in ibisuni ya Canada. Go back, search engine no ho. Ubo we na no ebefa. Ugon kaifia text Charles. Sebra Charles topic we na me hwe. But you bet me the link na send me. WhatsApp group no mu bisa the link ne betuma ma. Then you go back and do it. Said ye yenso a at least ye kon yenso ye benya da je ne ya research ne ya mafoforo de aba. Because there be an yakasi ye san betitia ye chia ye koye ni menye yi ha nti ye besere ye nyese ye ni obi awa asem ye ni obi ani asem manso ne de eno de ye nja nto 2024 ye betwe nti eno de manso ne de ayete se achacha na boye chi ye betwe de sese ye de to ne ye beto de sese ye kan ye beka ye da mu nyina se ye nyina ne ya bewura afinum afi ya ye wura mu no yenye otan ni na ntintwitwa ne konkonsa ene yebedi yebe piska yebe grow your business ideas innovations technicalities ayede be improve ya niema eno ne hia inti yadamu nyina ase na question bi wo wa mo famra ye hia se ya questions ne ba ye ba answer de yenim no ye ka kiro se yenim a me make a choice me ni ma no kore next week ye be shia na ye betimi akohwehwe aba enye questions ni nyina na ye wo ho answer Mr. Pamford onye encyclopedia of agriculture Bra Felix onye encyclopedia legend nye encyclopedia ba ye nyina no ye sua de ne abeche experiences and then what we find enti monzo kwana onzo konya idea ni bia memfa nhyɛ wo mpo abotom afi ye me ya abro se ye ba ne ebisa question na monzo mon ni ideas ni bia mo beka yeso de ye nim ne ye de be hye nso ye botom ye nka if you want to be stingy we will all be stingy afi we no if you are stingy we will all be stingy if you are generous we will all be generous ye ma ye ntiase esa ye ba enye ye nkwan de nim bibia monzo monka de mu nim ni bi ne yeso ye nsua bi of a man who asem bi oka da bia o si ye sua de ne yeso ye eche bi ye da bia no me da ase no aye too much edu ba bia mo yeso ye na ase bi yenso me da ase ne bi wo yeso ye logbook mo ye sra mo nti ye da mo nyina ase said the aya na ayo no me de agya me ba ebeti afa so bo ye den ya de da ne ye de beto who the cap fits let them wear it but we all grow together we all succeed together I think that I'm seeing a lot of positive information and feedbacks from yenuanom bia on se nkofo ni bi wo ho mo fere nipa mu kasa ni do otimi omfa nanimu ma de but still ano ne voice kura no fere se obeka na ye be record yenom de atia fa so nti ni yedi nkomo wa akiri but I think SOS impact on our fellow entrepreneurs in the field of agriculture and agribusiness very positive so far amount for yeniyama amount for practicing niyama from backyard to small gardens to some farm practices boa and I make us mimi near dance ye bi akra na of a man a good business in the calculation now year no 2024 ama brantie bi a mimi nim no ene so far waton ponche be close to be over 50 since otie sa audio no or yet tonaton 1.0 which is a positive thing enti no say ye nyina na ye sha ase wo baabi and ade ba kwa make kire ye nyina ne say men ferry how small your investment is or how small your startup is. Mitro BB some time back and one of books be anami yahuma a mindset mastery for startups. Is it transforming challenges into opportunities? A emfa hone how small it is. Said ye ukodua cabbage say ye catch a chiro cabbage seed a kete uti anye na to anwema wonhu jene na ba sa na tie but hwe jene no ebo a said ye ne kese sitie nti se wo hwe ne seed ne se seed ni so ntimi ndua because na ade kete we de be den na be ye kese which means a wo no ye beja wachiri but when you have the belief say that small seed can grow into something that will bring you yield, that will bring you money. That is the spirit of entrepreneurship. That is the spirit of a positive mindset. Yen fasa adie no enhye yemu enye baby a obi a start ti so obi 1.0 akohu mponchi anase eburofu 100 acres nti wonso wo pe 100 acre dendenden me pa chew wo shock absorber sa 100 acre na wo komu no a wonye bi da no se drought ba na wo lose 50 acres a wan hwe a wo tiri bebom enti measure your shocks by the way a obe starting yamano learn with small and grow it is better to grow step by step than to fall back after you have taken a very free fall no say free fall no so you will end up breaking your spine and you cannot walk again. Ofura borosan na ukogina borosan na pampam na wugya wo ho na wonni ahoma na wobofoma wuntimi nsore biem ya de obetena wheelchair mu ba se nka wugina first step no so na wuhuri si ya eno no obehu se usi form no wonan be woso ba obetimi anante. So it's not a matter of how you fall, it's a matter of how far you fall from. Inti uwuram nkakra saa sika ne hye en shock wo bebre ba ukomu kakraka na wonni shock absorber wonni backup na saa sika ne hye ɛhɔ no wanhwɛ a na bɛka sɛ efie abayifo ɛnyɛ efie abayifo ɛyɛ wo na one plan yi 2025 efie abayifo ɛnyɛ adwuma 2025 yɛ nananom ɛne efiefoɔ ne ho ahwan no yɛmfa nyɛ adwuma wɔ ha ɛyɛ wo ankasa wo planning. When something fails, sit back, take inventory, and take responsibility of your actions, and then recalculate and learn from experience. Ufili ba kona wo start here. You are starting from experience. You are not starting from scratch. And you fail 2024, no 2025. We are starting from experience, and let's all put our heads together. Ask questions before it's too late. Ask questions before it is too late. I mean, the basic and by Joe, that's it.
Ajedu. Yeah, I mean, sure. Say, mpanyinfo ofia efie no nhira wo yewo ajedu ho yewo msameno nti da bia no omba no betre dwomu a na atum se platform so ayedu yeah heavyweight and okan no me sha de kakra bi na me sha no na me papa yefuo ana ye kofuo mu a na matamesi na beti na okura ne sekan na yeko utumi se wabre but esan se mi swelenti no se me nhye me ma bi achi a na misi no na hase na ede no de meko saa na ene de me pese me ma o chiwa adwumba se SOS ye nyina ye de yesisi nyina ya beti nti obra na mafaw na mde wosi ma beti ni yeko se me so me bra na wafa na mde o de me masi wa beti ni yeko yi nyina yekobo ma se de eje duka no when you go together now you go too far na ye konso na ye ja garbage na eje du edi nkaka ye no na question be by me pese me say eje du mi jama woni misameno kakra bi cause ne si betimi anke yen no short kakra Mr. Charles ho amitia o Mr. Charles nso ye Farm Delight na Farm Delight ye channel bi a onso so no on say se bohwe SOS na ye de nso Operation Feed Ghana na Farm Delight no de ne livestock oka o ye livestock no o ye 360 nti ono an feed no ono an ede o ye edin se Farm Delight ba kwakoto feed wo baby because oyo bi a okọ searching si ye research no ye nti won subscribe na oye enwa onu wan kase mo oye enwa nti maka che se miduru Ghana ho na mekopa bunu bi edie nti Farm Delight ho wa subscribe no subscribe me pacho na ayi ye maame ayi no se insurance bi ye maame abra no se insurance bi o Ghana e for farm ya na se ebi ni ho maame fa question emra eje du na se msemeno
insurance bi o actually yeah it's a good question and a good practice so bi o met finding I think metro to baby
okay
met finding because I was me get in touch with Fly Solace guy no young one or sometime be my friend and I know you know it came up and what share me so on the plan who used to be you know say they might not they might not give you you know your full but at least say yeah go for and I've been out your premium now you are at least when you're probably 75% to 90% there or something you account your invested money and you know so I'll go back into my notes and find out baby I'm sure
yeah na
now I more directly about I'll what can I find it whatever next time and I'll just There were so many things. No more for you to register your farm, and the other almost go through the FDA. If you open some
Wow.
products now, it's a full yeah. I mean, I person me quiet and want to be bad. Person me all can answer, you know. So yeah, I'll find it and let you have it. Maybe
Okay.
and it's a
What
good
if-
practice. It's a good
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, I was say yetimi ni omunya and insunsan nsawoso because of yehia pa for even FDA approval no yehia for yenuanom a omo pese omo koye sa omo transform omo farm produce no to eco no nti medase pa anya mishra
And on that, the ground, try solace in the farm. No, let me see if
yeah.
I. Oh yeah, training for free.
Oh wow.
Try solace. Oh, Dansuma. The case on Dansuma.
Yeah, minimum moment, but me share any omo contact inti, but my show movie some videos were for and one, but what the yeah now what the mind me na yes I mean me won't be Mr. Charles won't say means slow yes because Mr. Charles me say never how na me pa macho mumma me musa mu question we only ejedu na Mr. Pamford me ya no ansane ama obibini akwa what are your mami famra and for question on made it way in confirm this year na I am you pam pese me hu because me de toto ene farm in e koso Ghana no. What are your favorite farming tools or equipments you can do without it? It's a question I have my man training here.
Also, what are your favorite tools?
Or
You can
equipment
do
you can do without
equipment.
it.
Well, a broad question. So I think it will depend on the type of farming away.
Yeah, crops no. Or the infant crops no.
90 AM 1 way year from one. Crops is also
Yeah.
if I say me vegetables,
Yeah.
cocoa. My
Yeah.
tools might be different from your tools.
It's true.
Me and Cathy and as me code me Jane. So you have to be specific and you have to find the proper tools for the right
Okay.
job.
The about me the question we buy and say me chechire mu. Me call November no. Me call Ghana November no. From Accra to Kumasi, yesi mo ahomachi nti ade anami hu an say akuafo no mo kofom nyina no pa no nam Accra to Kumasi road nso nyina no. Ayi ene bo mochi sprayer. Kane nso so no nanka minim nanka ye kenten na wo sekan ene dam anase kurawo.
So say in America they say be a fan say okoto season na omudo na oma prepare land no e dia be dia to say be a brewer amanfo do ni nyina no mo bo condemn no so jobi ha odo a mbe say anase udi aya no abo condemn no say nia we no bro no man muso a ewura no nye ento kino you know it depends on the type season alcohol and something a man for you too much. You know, it's too much. But it depends. It depends on the type of me. Anyway, Mr. Pamford, Mr. Felix, now almost answer almost and show knowledge on the tools. Almost say I was almost. Mr. Pamford, what Dana?
Pacho me wa ha.
Okay, tell him.
Aye. No kwasmo ne se de wo kan ye no, iginade a wodua so and eventually tools, farm tools so use. But one thing I remember, in my technical pen, one a year what hopa ne say you have to use the right tool for the right work. Ebasa amount de sana it is applicable everywhere or every industry. You have to use the right equipment for the right work. Na spraying machine na wo ka ho asem no, we cannot farm without it. Yentimi farm without it. Ɛna afei nso so biribi te sɛ sekan kuani bie twa sɛ onya sekan na ɛnɛ no adekoro nti a ɛho sɛ ɔmu nkurakura sekan no me for instance meba baabi a me farm so a memfa sekan mma fie but I promise you say me farm bi a wobɛkɔm biara menni sekan wɔ mu koraa no mewɔ sekan bi a bɛyɛ 6 ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ ɛdaa ebi a meba a mamfa moto ankɔ adeɛ asa no na ebi a meyi baako akura ɛde ayɛ de ɛde aba fie ɛno nti na wohu wɔn sɛ ɔmu nkurakura sekan wontumi mfa aduro no nko anyɛ adwuma no throughout daabi sometimes you may need colours obi nso so dua gyeni obi hia ho obi nso behia so ayɛ saa equipment ni nyinaa na ɛwɔ afuom but adeɛ baako a mɛka kyerɛ kuafoɔ paa ne sɛ every farmer biara wo deɛ ɔni sika koraa no at least spraying machine na ɛsɛ onya no two ɛsono deɛ ɔde bɛbɔ wo weed side ɛna ɛsono deɛ ɔde bɛbɔ yɛka ne sɛ o crops no nso ɛso sɛ wode deɛ wode bɔ o crops no so ɛkɔbɔ weed side a ɛmmoa because osan be spray crops no so over so some physiological stress to the plant. And the audible with this side no matter how much our behuhu and fan could spray crops no so because all the spray crops no so obehano. And you we decide we are selective. What year would be a mimi duamoku? Me was selective we decide that we use and for grass and no make a boy any point some did medicum we decide and a cocobo. Because a big gumakono so enkum makona na say enya ne hwe nti eno nkyere say some de we decide dey na kobo because some de we decide ne dey big gumakono so a mahamakono nti farmer bia ne kwase wonya wo spraying machine no too second dey farmer bia kwase wonya bi ena afi nneoma a wankasa wo hwe a be hia ama wadwuma na wo ye na obeye ene say na me hwe ade bi a ye de ehoro ka mobile one. But you use electricity will be a chargeable one or my by the whole car. You can use it for spraying, but just only in a coin. Then say, Abi am a fool. In the idea, he say, Minion water hose, 10. Yeah, bit me, Edemia call a fool. Abi a baby, I said, me call and I said the greatest part. Semi connected that water hose. Sure, a drum make spray, my mixing in 1,000 liters. Then I'll be using that one to spray. And so let's say Abia 1 day in the spray of Abia maybe the less than be about 3 hours. I'm the spray day every into equipment about Bema why ha about more humana content, environmental friendly. Then you start using them. The member can
Okay.
Yo, Mr. Mwada, mo mami obi bi ni me pacho nyabotre mami na ye gentleman mami Mr. Me de o to back kakra. Me pese me de obi ba na ye man akwa aba. Just for a reason, me ya me say de oba back why Mr. Nya sana me ntimi mane ma but won ntimi nyina so nchenti no. Ma me fa onto just kakra me man akwa aba na ye san fa why.
No problem. No problem.
That's well and good.
Empenifo ye maami adwoa asantoa
Papa
akwaba
no yenya
say
yehu adom bibia wokora mo say
yami adom pachoboko Ghana mframa te say
emu ahye nanso ye emu ahye pa nanso ye
yo Mr. Bedo ni eje dumu nyina wo ha Mr. Pamford or Mr. Feswa, oh, Bibi Kakra, a catcher or money at you for Oko is so now. I'm here to care that Yamias say or they was show up.
Ah. Oh, Ghana de Ghana de nti mo beba mo mla. Ofa menu eje du mu nyina me ntimi me body a me mistake. Nti me chia mu nyina ma mu nyina iko ni mo ni o.
Yeah, just say they say what the Ghana your friend say Ghana card. Then say maybe more. They have a tune.
Oh, eno no anopa kokwa nyumlete o. Eno ana ye kwese wa ha.
That won't answer a question. This say maybe more can't you buy have a
Oh,
tune.
me passport no kraira.
Then you ask any but
Ai, me passport na ira nti eno ana no. Ghana mo eshi but mu de papa.
Sale.
Mm.
Ɛhɔ yɛ nwuna na sɛ snow ba hɔ deɛ a ɛnɛ de sɛ biribi asesa sɛ menim no no ɛnstay saa ne yɛba
Mame, me pacho before say bia obejai mu no anase bibi no say binim say bia wo mre na koye yibi no. Oko fie no. Na oko village no. How do you find the farmers and how do you see the farmers? Are they preparing their lands or answer will be a etiti or can say in Subeto and son of my baby?
Say they Ghana Piafo no. Omo galam say sika na omo di akire but me sure say omo ntini o mabi ase. But me empire me boni say yenum bia ya ba fie no. Ene me van say e bia ye mampani a ye ni se ne o kasa fa kwadwuma ho no. Se obenya opepa no pa de akoma pa church a me gidi pan ye se ye betimi ahye enfufuro nkran pa ma wo mo so de omo be hye kwadwuma no mu a ebe tare a ebe boa maga na atumpon. Eti me gidi se sisi ene de motivation no mo hia. So obi ye na mo se e kon kan a me gidi pan ye se at the right time no mo nyina be pick ma bibia be.
Street a Saint Kwame or say tell them we are coming say the street yanke e boni de bia no.
Oh, Ghana but mu de papa uni management ye no anu no omoka.
Yo, na me pacho a village wa bi ne hia me. Uko ho no. Mame 3 challenges ya udi se uhuna se senka bibi te senki nipa be 5 from SOS ko say ya ye betima se the life of the village.
Me village ya me ko eni oma ba ku mienu bia me hu me re ho e pa no. In fact, me fi achim keda bodomo achim memu ekradwuma na ye ho. Na mi kodu ekrase na kame se banchimpo ye krafri kumasi ya chi baby ni ya beton ho no ma e farmland.
Yep.
Me ho no banchi kura no ubuwa ni 2 cedis ayento. Ebe oka. And at this moment I could do a crass no. Ye ton banchi 50 Ghana. And son abe ofu. So imagine say we 50 Ghana and first no 20 Ghana be ofu me nsa beka o. Me ko e body dro ba ko me nana se min ko ja no ato body no min ko famre na me ne ko na me ko du ho no. Body dro ba ko to ni 60 Ghana okra na so. Meanwhile those days 10 Ghana na nka beto say body no. And I mean me nana a whole farmer. E say ono no to duane ansa no wadi o. Me di 2 weeks or village. Yankofo mu da.
Wow.
Yankofo mu da. Eti anyame ana tese me ti me hu sim na me ko nwura mu ana se me ye yi a kama nkofo mu da. Because also oni afo. Obi
omo muti village on omo occupation ne dey.
They say omo occupation na e gam say. Galam say obi before me fan say ho no so ye duane a me fan say ye di no na efufuo no. It is obi ebe ofufu a obi abeto banche obi abeto body to the extent say one time kwa me na nasman say me nko check say me nya banche me chi more than 3 hours na me nya banche no body ento like how
Eji omo ko galam say no so a omo ba no ma be pay the ani so
Say no so aduane so aba omoto di na nyina na indomie. E bossese kode na indomie vendors na dos kracha bibia. Koko joint anopadu na opaduane etodia. Me koe no ase me monitor no. 4 vendors na ho wachi joint ye 2. Ho no de age me fiti me kwalabre ho ne omo no ye consistent. Na emo joint baako. The whole township onipo ye house akoko ye baako na ukwa crowd e di ho no na omo di to koko no. Mobo. Upekenki kura to di anopa edi.
That means job opportunities where you grow. Na any the
Right. Because me say me call me ni nipa 2 or 3 kasa say imagine say sasase no mu mfa ni nyina to go na sasase mantam da ho be 10 acres na de adua banji nko a ye boa banji 50 Ghana na banji 50 Ghana no ye ikese ye te se mabasa baako ne ye de nkuma miensa bia support no na ye 4 enu na 50 Ghana board ye te board ye free 10 Ghana na ye miensa. Imagine. Aha. So what the fool I banji fo be say 10 acres imagine who sika obinya. Choba joint nso a me hu wo ho no ye tu. Omo fufu omo wo na obi to obi a me hu no. Banji nko abode e kura nse dani.
Yes, it said the canina na aduane ekomba nye twitwa saa ahan egusu ne abaye bode no.
Ofa, me say hwi ni ho. Enam boedin. I think that guy be na matis ye say no ne family nyina wo UK. Ina ne papa eko pension na ne papa betina Ghana. Na waye goat farm, rabbits, ene zenioma ye kan say grass katane ade ewo some croneti ye musie site. Ena me hu say nti ono ne signboard kana me hu na mbebusa ofie no so. Oye krenu wan ye nti nkofo but one thing is omo permitting nkofo nko site ho om de babo ya gi fence wo ho nyina nti untimi rem.
So and they can fence because a common be kuro dem say that I'm saying here a chrono never does. So the come the part and the average.
Oh, 31st night nipa area am cry. Omo training area area am no mistakenly so say omo ni adwuma ye enti ensa na na no mare no de ko bokro no obi a ko ye no ba ko agya ne shirt na ba ko agya ne mpaboa different spots omo jijejija mo macheche e omo other role information center na omo di ntade na kire na nkofo.
Oh.
And the sad part they say Galam say you deep in the bush, Who city you are over say the animal him. But omo bush no.
She just say anopa na tade
Mame. Obasa jola no bio.
ayo Omo akobokro no omo je omo hyen so de around at say 2 days kro omo ya jeli straight forward.
And the idea is saying a good power because the idea way properly now village be able to be and you stand a chance say you be change the amount for life.
Yeah. Sister. Mame.
Network.
Okay. What ye be din komo wachi na ya pe one day ne ya tena se na ya kasa afa because me won say network na me ya me ntina me ma me ka me sere obibi ni so ma me kwan na nka man kasa because na enya ba na nka e betima kasa eni anom ya dofo no se ne no first time we dey share SOS na wakreke so ye da wase ye da radio say o ma kwan abi share SOS Mr. Nyabotre ne hwe video yi se wan hwe am free ahyase ne kora na wo wi akokko hwe free ahyase no because information na na papa Mr. Manu ka no information bi a se woni mo eni ya de oye nua ba abeka no So what me transfer what information here? What me can't just see Kenny Ghana. Oh, areho. Obibini fire kwai na ewia de kasa na ma ejedu na Mr. Pamfo na ye Mr. Meno de yako light na for ye wie medase.
Good evening. Pajometeminka.
Yeah, ni pachete unka. Na onso
and thanks for opportunity. My main actually said so even though said most of the we achieve how to go in the first place, it's still an issue, but you identify little gaps. So I know from the conversation now, that means we to be provided what survey community now only to go what's my survey anyway. And then I'm a program. There's a child with bachelor with YouTube and I called Untamed Africa. Untamed Africa. Let me share me old way, you know, now Osha methods I in changing sina na bronina baho ana what you blacks na or then chinka crown more na or the assistant idea na almost one in yaman as a cook room but me person on is na a small scale now and sister from them 30s till now. Owns there and yama about farming it looks like there's a lot of people interested, but I say a dream, I say a drew baby hectares and bigger scales. It's me question I'm person say I say machinery bemuana in terms of farming na because say you be farming I the whole country in terms of science again even can young enter Ghana Cranko Togo and Co agriculture and the whole country now. Individual farming, no, I don't think that it will get far. I know that you have to start walking, crawling first before you walk. But maybe question I'm say because many young people behind to farming. Like I was speaking to a few people, I was so shocked. Seeing Uncle farming, most everyone cry or farming. Me cry me be cry me. I see be years ago, but me the mommy auntie anyway. But on but I'm still going to go back into it. And you know, my question I'm going to say, should this thing go beyond manual labor? Does it need machinery? And if it's machinery, what are we looking at? Obviously, America, now me share Haseya. Who said there's a machinery, but I say and say who say more tax incentives in Tiana or more in Yaman, but the unfortunate to change. Because now the tax incentives more. I say and say the government as I back or in Tiana or the machinery. But my point is it needs to be bigger than what we're thinking. And also,
so on that question, let me ask you this: your investment into agribusiness, be a experience for man. I don't think that wise that overcall on a large scale, sir.
No,
but if you get in the field, now get your hands dirty, now go to not in the field now. Then me, if I see you getting results, now you draw partners and investors into it. When an investor come on, he say, "Oh, why a 10 acre? Why a 5 acres? These are your results." I can show them. Say, "Look, me at the FBR, I multiply for the past 3 years. Now I want to scale it up." It will be easier, and they will feel easy putting more money into the project because there are projects in Tamale area how minim say binum nam over 200 acres near there or get into, but they've been doing this and some are even doing it for companies. Even though they are private individuals and they are giving it to companies. So I think again at the end I can say if you start learning the best practices from here, me at this stage in my life, my farm, I have machines I've been doing. And I know that as I'm scaling up and going higher, I have to get bigger machines. So definitely, if you want to get high, I know that
Now, to be fair, you're right. I think there might be bigger things going on than I actually see anyway. Maybe that, because when I speak to people, we were some silly amount of acres, be 50,000 acres, then make 1+ kind of major anyway, just to find out. So there are bigger things going on. So I was just putting it out there. Say I don't hear about machinery, but you're right. You have to start from somewhere first. I'm like, you're probably way further than me anyway. We try to make you a beans in it. Just say every few holes be another 6 beer goon, now the 6 beer goon. Maybe I'm saying, I know. And you know, that was like on the real field. And here, bro, as well. I think it was last year. When I go, I'm gonna go try again. But I just want to share that. And also, I did ask Mr. Pamford in his seminar about the value chain. The reason why I mentioned that is I don't think it's only by being in the field that you can kind of make business from farming. Like I think warehousing, I think transportation, you know, I've never, I mean, BB that, as I said, that was my first time. So I think I'm going back to go. I don't mind trying, but I'm just saying that the next stage could be how I can get to market. The next stage could be if I have a place, storage, warehousing, that could also be a big business, maybe transporting it somewhere. So
That's true.
I just wanted to kind of mention that last time. Say I know you have to start from somewhere first, but that's also part of business. You know, some of us are in, you know, zero. No, like we could help in some other aspects apart from going on the field. That could be someone else's field, which I don't mind doing anyway. I'm going to do anyway. But that was what I wanted to mention: the machinery and also the marketing as well. In terms of like, maybe when you lot talk about it, you could mention a bit more. That you're trying to say.
For instance, this year I have to deliver goods to some people. Almost say, prepared. So I have to think about refrigeration, how to transport it from my farm. If I prepare now, imagine if I'm getting maybe 100 or 200 goes to restaurants. What's a chef regimen? Then I have to need a box trucker, a refrigeration. So whilst I'm at this stage, I may one and two. In my mind, I have to think about that. So maybe the next 2 years, restaurants and hotels might be demanding goods that are prepared from my farm straight to their doorstep. I can transport them, so I have to think about all those things.
Yeah,
but for
even
now,
if it's not just you, even if it's not just you, that's where someone else comes in. You know, if you go to a football stadium and watch football, they got a security, you know, obi field, you know, ABA, insure, hospitality, obi field, you know, but they all eat after, not just one person. So that needs to be thought about, like different people.
For instance, Mr. What do you call it? Mejedu is in transportation, right? So if I'm getting this, maybe I'm getting deals. I'm spreading across. I'm catch him. Say, hey, Ejedu, transportation business, no? Can you provide me this service? I mean, I don't have to get all the and at the same time do the transportation. So can you take the transportation side?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, be a orders 1,000 and more. I was saying, can you? And he is there doing his thing. Just load them. So you know, eventually it has to pick up. Picking. So we have to. It's good that we are networking now at this place. No, and I know say it will be bigger and bigger for him.
And that's what I wanted to kind of throw a seed in. I was asking a question about trying to throw it in there that if there's 6 or 10 people here and everyone's looking to go back and one person is involved in this, that's potentially 9 different kind of businesses that everyone can do between them. So, you know, this needs to be thought about in terms of like, it doesn't necessarily have to, people joining in to do something. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone contributed, let's put in a big pot. The pots could be in the different work that we give each other as well. That's what I wanted to mention. Yeah.
Cool.
Maminka Adebiwa.
Yes, it did.
Of a man who are premier to and we be needs to Akofaba. when it comes to logistics, I'm almost done with a document to be a summary document of a book I'm writing on operating profitable trucking, logistics, and warehousing business in Ghana. I took time to go home. I've driven through Ghana, assessed the roads, the transportation business in Ghana. I said the Omo Yano, Ghana. The transportation business is Bibri Enkuyi. A bit is the refrigeration transportation in Ghana. Ye new company to say, aha, ube to me a free owner operator be like me to maybe I'm a 1 year ma wahabefa every week me shepo to say the offer man who can every week be anu me kumu ponche 10 ewo Kumasi eba Accra inti mefa wo fa man ponche no na mafa ebia Mr. Kwamet ice cream aka ho because nyina you frozen na me de aba me do Accra me yi wo fa man ponche no wo kasoa me yi ice cream no wa ha makwa ko yi frozen tomatoes wa ha. Those things, you know, Ghana. So I went there to look at all those things, and trust me, very soon I can say on authority, say I know a few people are yeding komo the transportation. Maybe soon it will come. We will start implementing it in Ghana. We will start rolling it in Ghana to see, say, we will be able to cut down the spoilage, you know, because obiting crime. To be honest with you, I was talking to these people the other day, and obiting crime, body pa ye greener and no so who be that. Or nobody who you black no because your mode of transportation na ye den yama neba na egu kia so and na mawia no so kia ni break it down a body any nyina tumi pro because wo nya car from kofa of transportation overload saying all those things are bottlenecks we have to look at. I will simplify the document. I will share with many people on this platform. Those who are interested, the niches and all that now, various transportation niches are Ghana. The breakdown of things you need to tackle in every niche in transportation, logistics, and warehousing. That way, say Obi Peso Kuma said the number of a man who can you pick your niche. I will be able to give you the detailed rundown, explain things further. I think so one of these days, you know, we will do that, pick them one by one, and I'll be able to go down on some of those things. Said the bear,
Samaba.
Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah. Okay. Eja do mpache so what me kana say uba na wasa sum ntino uba just show up na me mfama wo.
Me ba ja what me nka.
Yeah, mpache what me kasa.
Nti won say enye ye nyina na ye nyina ye kɔ na ye kodua hwan na de be free afuom ho aba market. Ena ye nyina no ye dua na ye wɔ car na ye ni ba bia ye be store no warehouses the things are going to go bad. Aduane a say wɔ Ghana, I'm telling you, if we put calculators to it, you cannot wadwene bebom. Niyama say pa. All these things are things going forward, you know, we have to look at, and some of us have started working on it, and yet just by words. I think say I'm almost done, and I will show excerpts of what I have done in due course within this month, maybe latest by early February. No, I should be able to get those information out, and then few people who want to go into it, you have like a blueprint, something that you can look at until you can pick and choose what you want to do. Warehousing, a few steps, transportation, a few steps, and then in transportation, you know, whether dry, frozen, or whatever. Say a tanker, and now person we now picking milk, any idea from north, and now they back south. All those things are opportunities that are there. You can milk the cow, bring fresh milk on the road to Accra. Those are things. And no niyama metimi aka. And me pamucho mo amoko transportation muno. You need to be careful. Ghana no overloading is what is destroying most of the cars. Say me for one load, they say me make it a certain millions of once you break down on the road, you need road call. It is say break it down. And more mechanics and so no. Obi betimi adwene ho say me nso me kwa roadside assistant. Me mobile mechanic. So you get those vehicles stuffed with equipment into obi frewa say where your mobile mechanic, you drive to them on the highway, car and break it down, you render your service. A big money, I'm telling you. Road call, road transportation, mechanics anyway, it's a big money opportunity in Ghana. So many of them. You were good mechanics when you what do you per car now per locations. Maybe Accra Kumasi Road, two locations or so. Now, a big niche, big money. And these are things that we share over here. But what I know and what I saw, I share with people. And whatever you fit, say to me, and you go and do it. 2025 free information. Said the year can but at the end of the day, by December 2025, we will account for what we have done. And not the ever be bisa. So far that is on transportation in I think say
Great idea.
a lot of information when it comes to that. May I say?
Yo, senior, yes, that's Nyamishrao. Adia Bakoa, Ubi Becas and preparing techniques for the next farming and the transportation. I feel maybe a wabba for Can say you can't do farm with that transportation system. And because Tama Operation Feed Ghana no a kutu champion the buy no one of the setback maybe no but besa abasubio fanye run up no send no first time they share so senior bachakoso
Majority minka
enyo
it's
me say the obeka say farming na yatiesi yakan from now to motor so a mode of transportation. What a bicycle so a mode of transportation. Abobo ya pragia a mode of transportation. Without them, you cannot bring your goods into year 10,000 and 1,000 acres and 10 acres without transportation. It's vital information.
yeah openi yenso that's the book no ready enya beto can question am actually to na me say maybe you amebusa or no back but why answer me dada me pa macho mama yenye run up na yemfansi 2 hours yi nti yebekọ free Mr. Pamford wona ade ehya ase oni Mr. Ferris na yewia yama yempanimfo akasa na afei ye run up na before no Mr. Mo obibini Africa also so ewo channel ho ejedu enso so won channel ho okoye SOS WhatsApp group no so na link no me dey to order Facebook okura think say me dey to nti no mo betimi ateki link no ana se muhia link no so a mo WhatsApp me a metimi atest am mo na dey mo a subscribe am mo na jumedi na dey Mr. Charles and so Farm Delight on so channel Mr. Pamford so our channel also so the say what you call direct to the field. Now or 2 mira no day.
What happened? I was up there. I was in front of
Mr.
that building.
Mr. Pamford, but the OBS only
yo. Okay. The American yana say nimdia ho hia. Ewi ase so wo nimdia eboa ma onioma bebre tumpon. Nti de ye kire na ha no ye ni eye kwa no. Ochina you pay dearly before say on sabeka. So let's take advantage of each and everything ye no ha. Because go for too much you. Say if this week I copy we have 1 month program every week. And every week each participant be to 3,000 Ghana cedis for the week. What you say? And this is for free. My mom didn't say, "You better me in the akoso." I feel so. Mary, baby, will be a channel. Channel be free. Na the man will be see her. You don't want to say.
Yo, Mr. Pampo, yeah, that's it. Yamin Shroud. Obi bini sɛ wode na deɛ wode baa no de aba wie me bo a na yɛmfa ma mpanimfoɔ na ɔmo nka ɔmo deɛ.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Open na so yɛwie na bɛgyina so na wo ne mpanimfoɔ di nkɔmmɔ a no de ɛbrɛ. Agya convert. Hey, o de minim sɛ yɛwie a wobɛba bag wobɛba skin on board nti no problem. Agya do
Why you want to say and cancer money?
adai.
Now see, a day in a we Mr. Comet to a high.
Ye Infante for the kind of Mr. Francis say, wala, eh. Ejedu, me pacho, manin kwa ni ewi ya ma openi edware the last deny no one no.
The American carry.
Sa.
Ana me from ade ba ko me from ade ba ko me from ade ba ko ayi ya kan say this week ye production plant booster no ye production ti wo a wunya bi no bra the top 5 10 fakosi ho na ye production ne mfa mu ho e bi atan ma obehia bi no ne bi ni ho nti eno ne de we refi a masan de aba me da mase.
Yo, mpanimfo de na Mr. Pamford person work na say plan boost no a work and booster no enya de bia say ade a why say o plant no so far wo ye wo bibi ti say stress mood bi a plant ne wo a wo minimum ye nim this said the wo ani and so knowledge ne nim enti wo de go so a eboa te wo ye spray bi for insecticide bi a utimi de bi fra e de ye eboa maninya some sort of fertilizer, some sort of nutrient emani nutrient near that day eboa ma plant ninya eno na no person kan ti e bia first time na wo be share sa video ya eno no nti wo get in touch with SOS ya ye be hwe se wonsa ebe ka bie nti na de ewo ho no openi me pacho ejedu se wono de aka na waka nti kakra wo so de be wie na nyame adom a mpacho ejedu na waka bi. Okay, no. Tinyami adoma Mr. Menu kasewi na yedi esi. Nyami adoma yebeshia live on Friday, next week Friday. Mr. Moda, mumra na nyina yemeye ho adro. Ena Mr. Menu kan no. Wo ka, ono wo ka, meme ka, wo so be ka wo di a. Emfa nsem no hihye wo nko a ho. Fa wo experience na wo nya last year no krabra. Bia na bibi kakra bi na Mr. Menu be ka de ato aso no. Eno ne the key na wohia no. Who knows? Ejedu de oni de ebe ma na bia no kra ne de no de be de open no dance floor no. Nti era mo ase. Subscribe, ne share video, ne comment so. Obeni man nkwa me da ase.
Yeah, we shall for. And you know, but say 2025 say yeah can say a mind renewal and how to open the mindset. Agreeing any sending our baby. Now we mainly talk about I think it's a farming a more agribusiness, no, a more but business, across I will say, and business via an island. They depend on each other. So any baby also knew how near assassins to our sorry or similar the many we there one way or the other. They are the obedi. They are near obedi in a free assassin, but until there. Find another better about land preparation, about knowledge you also gaining, and don't treat this as say any ordinary topic be maybe one or two be a American business. It's a business there. Ultimate to see. Say, ultimate gain, ultimate break even. That is a 3 year woman. And I say we lose to we break even, and I say we gain. But any I should to go for the gain. If you are now we gain your business, no, and that's a create and that's whatever piano. You have to acquire certain skills, certain knowledge. I have more what to me and maximize it for profit or the big side. No. The better work will be out there, baby. A part of the learning curve, learning process. So, and the more I will practice, I feel now I'll be make use because you can I agree say the best solve your Chrome problem. You better you say be an sister prayer all can about the right where you proud. So imagine so thousands of crowd the same faith and our move face. And the chance now for no to open up somebody a bit spread it in human a big time. It's not in the city, it's in the village. That's what we have to think about. To the issue I had and yet and be just reach out. People are giving this knowledge here a packet for free. I have a topic made treaty about best practices when it comes to livestock. So many things that we are all using, and then make sure send them money be as you'll be surprised within less than 2 months. They've changed in big time. You him again, you use to it be quite my name is a kind of crowd. So, and then they see Mr. Charles into the hopefully next week, you better answer now. Thank you.
Obene, yeso yedase, nyamishra pa mepache uwa afena wade abishe SOS ebie na wunim. Ene nsema yebeka eni nyina no. Eye based on videos so yedi nkan aye for agriculture ho, both animal and crops. Enti misire wada nyamna na kohwe video ni bi wo ye no kore 2 hours video, but it sounds say when nsema yeken enkeka me nkona ka bi 1 hour, but won't me ntwa sema yeken so mane yida, because everywhere they be a PFRO be no by be any information a wealth a match. Inti hwe na hwe so comment there would have to be answer no twere na ebusa na ebeyiwa no open so join SOS WhatsApp community no, follow SOS Facebook page no, na subscribe. Yeda masi nyame adoma yebehia nyame adoma Friday live, but eno nche say videos ni ho, video beba Monday video ba, Wednesday video ba, every day bi anso so no ye postu niema ewo ye both ye social platform so. Nti share my next video. Medam wase nyame nhira mu nyina. Edam wase se mutie na mo se mo mre ema SOS. Afi we eye me no mi no afi. And until let's move together.
Cool.